Okay, sports fans, a quick setup on the Blazers' league-leading 30th win over the Lakers in L.A. tonight. There goes my bracket. There you go. There goes my bracket. I thought this might be Gonzaga's year to finally break through to the Final Four. Yeah, Tim, my favorite words in early April. Tax refund? No, maybe not, but that's got to be a close second. It's play ball. Greetings outside the iconic Rose Bowl sign in Pasadena, where Thursday the Ducks get ready to play their third granddaddy of them all in the last 6 seasons. It's New Year's Eve, and I had to come find some Duck fans who are having a New Year's celebration. We're here at the team hotel, and we're with the Munt family. Johnny Munt, number 83 on the Ducks. This is his whole family right here. So the theme from San Antonio tonight is remember the Alamo and forget about game number 1. The Blazers want to get as far away as possible from the 116 to 92 game 1 loss. Jake Arnson was a little ball player with big dreams, a 7-year-old slugger who tagged along with Dad, the head coach. And while looking up to the boys on the Clackamas varsity, fit right in.
Jake was no different than those guys out there. He was the one thing in this game that made you realize, hey, we're little kids.
It wasn't a Cavalier ball game without Jake, motivating with a powerful line that embodied his joy for life.
His thing was, today is going to be my best day. Today is going to be my best day. He just started saying it one morning. He'd wake up in the morning and he'd just tell me, he said, today, Dad, today is going to be my best day.
But the boy who made each day count would be taken from his loving family on a tragic New Year's Eve drive home on I-84. Skidding on a patch of ice, father and son crashed into the Columbia River. John survived, little Jake did not.
He was our little angel on earth.
2,300 packed the Clackamas High Gym to honor Jake and say goodbye. Only the first sign of how this community would step up to the plate for the Arnson family.
Jake on 3. 1, 2, 3, Jake!
This season, every Clackamas player sports a Jake 9 patch on his uniform, and every last team in the league followed suit.
It kind of brought me to tears that they would do that to honor my son. And what this community's done is, it's over the top.
Let's go have some fun today, boys. Good luck. Good luck. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win!
With the crack of the bat, anyone grieving the loss of little Jake can get lost in the game he loves so much.
Great job! Come on, Garrett Myers. Come on, bud.
I mean, he lost his little guy, but he is still a father figure to those boys, and he needs them as much as they need him.
Okay, 2, you're green and green here. Okay? Green and green.
The Cavaliers figure somewhere little Jake is smiling down on their 11-1 record so far. In his memory, they raised their game beyond hits and runs.
We have the just the little thing in our hat that says today is going to be my best day.
I definitely do feel him here, and I think these guys do too. His presence is going to be here, and that's where it belongs.
Dan Christopherson, Coin 6 News.
Okay, sports fans, a quick setup on the Blazers' league-leading 30th win over the Lakers in L.A. tonight. Kobe Bryant sat the game out, and the fun really began when Damian Lillard took over in a fourth-quarter flurry.
Lillard done it all, scores, and he's fouled. Lakers have had a ton of close losses this year. Oh, Lillard down the middle with the pack, and he's fouled. Look at this. Tell him where you're from.
That would be Rip City by way of Ogden and Oaktown, CA. Damian lit the Lakers up with 17 points in the final 8 minutes and change. They do call it Lillard time, and he owned it. 106-94 Blazers win. They're the first NBA team to win 30. Lillard finished with 34, just running out of superlatives, Dame. We'll catch you in the All-Star game for sure. Well, you think that rocked the state? Beaver Nation jumping out of its collective skin after the major upset that went down in Corvallis. The Beavers shocked number 7 ranked Arizona. Langston Morris Walker driving home the game winner with 26 ticks on the clock. And then check out the Gill Coliseum party. 58-56 OSU. It's their first win over a top 10 program since the year 2000. Way to go, OSU. Well, moving on, Andrew Luck succeeded Peyton Manning as the Colts quarterback, and 3 years later, Luck gave him a swift kick right out of the playoffs, ending what might be Manning's last best chance to win a second ring. Luck outplayed the Bronco legend in Denver's house. Touchdown Hakeem Nicks. Colts shocked Denver 24-13, 9th time that Manning has been one and done in his 14 career playoff runs. Indy moves on to meet the Patriots for the AFC title at 3:30 next Sunday right here on Coin 6. Now, earlier in Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers made sort of a funny call.
New York Bozo! New York Bozo! New York Bozo!
That's right. Watch out for New York Bozo clowning around with the Cowboys D. Rogers rallied the pack with a pair of touchdowns. The go-ahead to Richard Rogers with 9 minutes to go. Now, that's plenty of time for Dallas to win it. Incredible fourth down rising catch by Des Bryant. Appeared to put it right near the goal line, but a replay challenge overturned it. They ruled he lost his grip, and Dallas is done. 26-21 Green Bay advancing to the NFC Championship to play in Seattle next Sunday at high noon. And coming up, one more look at Championship Eve in Dallas as the Ducks get ready to rumble.
Here we go. 4-point shot right here. All right.
That is, yeah.
Yes! Boom!
Hello.
Second try. That was the second try right there. And so she is our Anchor Pick'em Blitz champion for 2011. Oh my gosh, look at this. We have flowers for you, Kelly. I was going to try on the game day shirt, but it's a small, so that's not happening. So with that, in Sherwood, Dan Christopherson.
Christopherson is live tonight in Pasadena with some fan reaction. Dan.
Wow, what a night here in Pasadena. I am telling you, it's quiet and serene behind me, majestic Rose Bowl Stadium right behind me. But earlier, the Ducks put a hush into Florida State. They put a stop to the tomahawk chop shortly after a pretty competitive opening half. But once Marcus Mariota and the Ducks got up to speed, it was national championship game. Here they come. When it was over, pure Oregon euphoria. The pride for the green and yellow, clearly dominant in the crowd of 91,000, could not contain its joy.
Thank you, Ducks. What an awesome game.
For how their Ducks destroyed Florida State in a breakaway run for the Roses.
Makes a completion on the far side.
When Darren Carrington, a freshman, cashed in back-to-back Marcus Mariota touchdown flings, it was 39-20, and everybody from Pasadena all the way to Portland knew it was over.
Sidesteps a man and scores.
Definitely the game of my life. I never thought I'd be in this situation. It's just a blessing to be on this big stage playing the granddaddy of them all.
Jameis Winston, unbeatable for 2 solid years, finally slipped into a final defeat. Tony Washington and the defense scooped up 4 turnovers in the third quarter alone. That run back made it 45-20.
We were just ready for the fight.
Mariota adds Rose Bowl MVP to his Heisman Trophy, capping the rout on the fly. 59-20, no doubt about it. Oregon is a national championship finalist.
We gonna take it all the way, baby.
This crowd is amazing. We love our fans that came down here. We had an amazing experience.
I'm the luckiest guy in the world to be around these guys. This team is unbelievable. Unbelievable to be around these guys every single day. That's probably the biggest blessing of all is we get a few more days together.
They get a few more days together in the national championship game on January 12th. They're going to play Ohio State. Ohio State upset Alabama, and coming up a little later on, I'll show you some highlights from that one. But right now, we talked to the players. They don't want to think about the national championship, at least for a day or so. They just want to enjoy this, along with their fans who you saw in that story. They were so excited they stayed around well after the game was over to just keep cheering for their Ducks. We're going to have more coming up, more reaction from the Ducks' 59-20 win coming up a little later on in this newscast. For now, Dan Christopherson from the Rose Bowl, tossing it back to you.
It's the highlight of the spring for kids in Beaverton's special education program, their annual track and field day. And Dan Christopherson was there to check out all the action. Dan.
Well, you guys, I've been going to this event for 7 years, and you're going to see why in about a minute. It's not about celebrating the fastest runners or the highest jumpers, but there are more victory smiles on that one track at Beaverton High School than any sporting event you'll find.
Please head over to the start line.
Hey, you guys ready? Runners, on your marks. Get set, go!
They ran like the wind.
Nice!
And stormed to the happiest finish line they'll ever cross.
You're gonna go fast.
And for about 2 hours, rain didn't even dare dampen the mission of superheroes, big and small, from every spirited Beaverton school.
They are all superheroes. Go like this. Yes! Yes!
What's your favorite thing today?
Running the race.
You want to throw a frisbee?
6-year-old Kate Regali passed through every test with joy and stirred her mother's heart.
Good job.
It is a great experience for my daughter. She watches her sisters at sporting events all the time and never gets a chance to do them herself. She just fits in and is having a great time.
They are challenged in different ways, but are bonded by the singular drive of teachers and parents to give them equal footing out here.
High five. Yes.
They raised over $1,000 so every child would go home with a medal.
When we put the medals over their heads, they are so excited. They wear their medals. I have a kid that wears their medal all year.
I told him if he got a medal, he was going to Disneyland. We're going to Disneyland at Christmas.
Are you going to Disneyland?
Yes.
So I'm told there are a record 561 kids out here today. And today, I'm not just reporting the story, I'm also a proud parent. My 12-year-old son, Gabe, is about to run his race in 100 meters. You ready, Gabe?
Get set, go!
Watching your child run at his own pace, it strikes you it's not how fast he gets there. Go, Gabe! But that he arrives in his own time.
Good job.
It's exciting to see the kids be excited. It's their time to shine and to show everybody that they can do anything that they want to do.
Great athletes out there, and I did borrow my son's medal for a few minutes. I'll bring it home pretty soon, Gabe. He'll be wearing this with pride. And as I mentioned in the story, they raised money to make sure each kid got one of these. It's the highlight of the whole thing. They also got a grant to pay for some sporting equipment that you saw out there. So in these tight budget times, everybody won today. Back to you.
That's a great story. I wish we had more stories like that.
I know. Every day we need one of those.
Dan Christopherson shows us how 4 hockey players scored big points with their favorite teacher.
They live for these moments of joy in the arena. Scoring, winning, entertaining big crowds. But on Thursday afternoon, 4 Winterhawks, Keegan Iverson, Dominic Turgeon, Skylar McKenzie, and Keone Teixeira put the roar and the chase and the game on ice to make one dedicated high school teacher's day.
On November 17th, I was diagnosed with testicular cancer.
Kyle Knight teaches English.
I'm kind of unorthodox.
At Milwaukee High School.
So we have quite a lot of fun in the classroom.
He's a favorite of those 4 Winterhawks who've attended there.
Gentlemen, come on in. It's good to see you.
Thursday, they stopped by Mr. Knight's home to show their love and support.
He's probably the best teacher I've ever had. He comes to school every day, puts a smile on our face.
What he's gone through is just unbelievable.
And what do we got?
We have some scarves.
The Hawks brought a special goodie bag for Kyle, his wife Kristen, 5-year-old Rain, and 11-year-old Haven.
Right on.
Thanks.
Look at that.
He does so much for us Winterhawks, and he's been an unbelievable teacher at that school. And for us to give back to him, it makes me feel really happy and great.
And as they put a clear markup on the swag's value.
The autograph scarf, that is probably one of the coolest things I own.
More hold-on-to-your-hat surprises.
Now I'm cancer-free. Pathology came back clean.
Kyle's 2-month scare is over.
So relieved. We got lucky.
Yeah! Look at that, huh?
And he'll have his own personal Winterhawks jersey to wear on his first day back at school, February 10th.
It's gratifying to know that my students care.
Look at that, man.
That looks good.
And that, you know, these guys who are teenagers willing to come to my house just to check on their teacher is you know, it makes it worth it. It makes it worth it.
And for the Winterhawks, who warmed one teacher's heart, it's back to the battles on ice.
Yeah, there was, dude. Remember?
And English class a week from Tuesday. In Milwaukee, Dan Christopherson.
Really good to see you. Yeah.
KOIN 6 News. Greetings outside the iconic Rose Bowl sign in Pasadena, where Thursday the Ducks get ready to play their 3rd granddaddy of them all in the last 6 seasons. And to put that in perspective, during that time, dating back to 2009, the local schools, USC and UCLA, have not played the bowl game in their own backyard even one time. I guess no wonder the most excited people we could find milling around Los Angeles today as we made our way around are sporting green and yellow. From LAX with love for the Ducks.
Go Ducks.
This green-clad traveling party landed mid-morning, ready to revel in the Rose Bowl run-up.
We're ready. We're here with a lot of other Duck fans, and we're going to have a great time because we know we're going to bring back a big W.
I'm pumped. I can't wait. The Ducks haven't had a chance to go to national championship since 2010.
In LA, we couldn't resist. We had to hit Venice Beach, and it has everything. We have the surf, we have the sand, but I'm just wondering, Where's the sun?
I have no idea. I asked myself the same question. Where is it?
Which way's the beach?
Yeah.
Scott and Dina Fredericks of Portland came down to get in touch with LA's laid-back lifestyle as the intensity rises for Thursday's Rose Bowl.
Oh, of course, nervous. Florida State's a good team. They haven't lost in 21 games and all that, but I'm a big Duck supporter. I think we're going to do it. Marcus will pull us through.
Fact is, a good 99% of the Venice Beach scene doesn't really care much about Oregon, Florida State.
The essence of Venice Beach is basically, it's the last pretty much bohemian spot.
But Paul Anthony Ruiz, street name Tonan, thinks the Ducks will clean up.
Only because they're on such a roll. They're hard to stop right now.
Win or lose, surf's up.
The game's in 4 days.
And Venice won't really sweat.
In 2 days.
What goes down Thursday in Pasadena.
Okay.
Tonan, he is a cross between Tarzan and Conan the Barbarian, a real cool dude. You never know who you're going to meet on Venice Beach, I'll tell you that much. You know, the Ducks, they're not laid back at all. They go through final walkthroughs, as well as Florida State right behind me on that field tomorrow, and then it's full speed ahead Thursday at 2 o'clock. Reporting from the Rose Bowl, Dan Christopherson, KOIN 6 News.